Hi there, Rob here, and I'm going to take you through using the Curvature Tool to draw this shape now. So the Curvature Tool got brought into Adobe Illustrator a few years ago. If you'd used the pen tool before, it might be a bit weird to use. If you haven't used the pen tool before, it might actually feel easier to use. Your call, be adaptable. That's always the watchword with things like this. So it's the one just below the pen tool with the little line coming out of it. And the way it works is, rather than click and drag to make curve points, you just click, and after the second point that you click, it will start drawing both line segments either side of that second point. So depending on where I go with my pen tool, it will draw a different curve. And if I come around here, click again, come up to here, click again, and up to here, got something approximating a circle. So if you want to do anchor points that are corners, you just double click and it'll do straight lines between them. But as soon as you start doing normal clicks, it'll start wanting to make curves, and it'll try and make a curve, a smooth curve, based on where you have been and where you're going. So what I'll do is apply that to my shape here. I'm still going to use a combination of techniques. There's no point using just one tool to do this, so I'll start off in my corner here, and I will double click to lay down a straight anchor point for the first two, because I will come back and just adjust that one here and adjust these small corners. But once I get in here, I'm just going to click and then use the curvature tool, and you can see how easy it is. On the left hand side of that point, it's drawing the curve for me, and if I come in here on the right hand side as well, it's smoothed the curve there, and that'll continue round. And see how it's adjusting down here as I come around there, smoothing everything off. Now the top of my sketch isn't that smooth, so let's see how we handle this. I might have to come back and adjust this. So what I'm going to do is just click in here, double click to get an anchor point, double click to get an anchor point again, and then I'll carry on just a single click just to get the curves. See how we get on here. Click 3 times, that's a bit more smooth there, and I've closed my shape. And then I'll go back and do what I did before, which is basically picking up my anchor point tool to pull my curve there and pull that curve there. And I did a pretty good job there. In fact, I mean, this is the thing about using Illustrator to adjust your sketches. You can actually get a better curve. If I just turn off my template there, you can see the curve at the top has actually come out a lot better. Maybe not so much here, and it's a combination of sort of turning your template layer on and off just to see, following your original sketch, but actually improving it. So if I just pull out my handle here just to smooth this curve a little bit there. Oops, accidentally pulled that out. If you can't see things very well, zoom in, working a bit closer. So it's quite hard to pull that handle because it's so small. So just wondering if, just turn back that template back on, pull the other side a little bit. If I lost the handle by deselecting it, again, I just click on the path to bring it up. Just pull that up there, just adjust that a little bit. That's a little bit better. And yeah, that curve at the top's done quite well there. I'll just come back and just click on my points here just to add the curve onto the inside there, using the corner tool there. Pull those in just to give that a little bit of a curve there. Turn off my template and zoom out slightly just to see how it's gone. And, you know, spend a bit of time playing around. Maybe make a copy and adjust different versions. So if I click on that to select it with the black selection tool, hold down the Alt key and just click and drag across there to make a copy, I can actually go back into this version, maybe make some curve changes on different parts here and adjust it there. So if I want to make that part smaller and so forth. So you can see how you can quite easily do quick variations, almost as quick as sketching.